Hey, so we were just jamming on synthetic happiness. Max was like, we should shoot a video. I was like, okay. And Alex is going to be doing some dance moves in the back to keep you entertained in case we're too boring. So, synthetic happiness, we were talking about it in relationship to digital nomads. So people who are traveling the world all the time, in theory, have like lots of freedom, lots of ability to basically be anywhere, do anything, and versus people who are sort of like more stuck in a 9-to-5. And I was theorizing that synthetic happiness actually is more present in people who have like sort of normal 9-to-5 lives than it is in somebody who has a more free nomad life, and that might be part of why nomads are not always as happy as we like to pretend we are.
Yeah, there's actual research about it, right?
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of research about digital nomads having problems with happiness, even though they in theory have like the most amazing lifestyles ever that people dream about. And so basically the gist is that synthetic happiness, if you've never heard that, so I'm paraphrasing and I'm gonna attach an article to this that has all the science, but I'm going to paraphrase. So a major university in the US, I'm going to say Harvard, did a study on synthetic happiness. And so what they did is they created a photography course and put students through. It was like a 6-week short photography course. They taught people the basics of photography. At the end of the course, they said, choose 2 photos that you think are your best work, and then you're going to take 1 photo and send it into head office for our grading purposes, and you're going to keep 1 photo. And everybody heard that message, and then they split the groups into the course participants into 2 groups. And one group, they said, okay, so now what you're gonna do is once you choose which photo you're sending in and which photo you're keeping, that stays the same. Like, once you send it in, you've got no option to change it. It's just gonna be there. It's going to head office. You'll never see it again. And to the other group, they said, you have 3 days to decide and maybe change your mind if you want and choose which photo you really want to keep. Maybe you send one in, but then you have 3 days to change your mind. And then what they did is they followed up with these people right after they submitted their photo, and then a week and a half after they had submitted it, and they asked them, how happy are you with your choice, and how happy are you with the photo that you chose? And across the board, the people who had chosen who had the option of choosing to change their mind within 3 days were way less happy with the photo that they'd chosen. So, and the people who didn't feel like they had a choice, who had just sent it in, they were way happier with the photo that they had chosen than the people who felt like they had a choice. Now, this applies in many ways to what we're talking about, digital nomads and people who are in 9-to-5s, because people who are in 9-to-5s, and we were talking about a friend of ours, is like, they wake up early, they go to their job, they're in traffic, and every day is fairly similar. They get drunk on the weekends, paraphrasing, using friends we have as references. But the experience is one of sort of like, I don't have a choice. This is my life and I don't have a choice. And you ask people like, are you happy? And they're like, yeah, I'm happy. And so it's like, sometimes when I think about those lives and you're like, really, you're happy? It's like, yeah, I'm happy. And it's like, okay. But then I remembered today the synthetic happiness piece, which is that making the worst out of a bad situation. So really good examples of this are like people who are in abusive situations and they're like, oh, well, it's not so bad, because their brain is literally secreting hormones that say, whatever's going on around me, I'm cool with it. I'm not actively being like attacked by a tiger, so things must be pretty good. This also applies to people who like live in garbage dumps in India and their whole life is like collecting garbage and whatnot. It's like you just get used to and like synthetically happy with whatever's going on when you feel like you don't have a choice. Now, the problem is that in modern life, we've been told that we have a zillion choices, 1,000 things, and in the grocery store, there's thousands upon thousands of brands of toothpaste or shampoo that you could choose, and we sort of beat ourselves up about, did I make the right choice? Now, when it comes to digital nomads, we could literally be anywhere in the world working. Could be working on any project that we want to, in theory, and so we interrupt this regularly scheduled program for a cute family moment. Alex, Lighthouse.
I can't do Lighthouse my glasses. I need to take them off.
You can let me finish. Keep going. You can make a cute dance in the background again.
In the background.
But you gotta stand up and dance.
Stand up, I can't see you dancing.
Stand up and dance. So digital nomads have this piece where, like, literally you could choose anywhere in the world. You could be in Thailand in the summer, you could be in Europe in the winter, you could be in Mexico, you could be in South America, you could be in Canada, you could be in like Russia, wherever. You could be anywhere in the world. And what this does is it gives you this constant sense of freedom, which a lot of people don't feel like they have in their lives and wish they did have. But it also gives you this constant, like, did I make the right choice? I don't know. I'm like, now we're in Spain, for example. Now we're in Spain. Did I make the right choice in choosing to go to Spain, or should I chosen, like, you know, Italy? Or Max really wanted to go to Italy. It's like, Italy, or like southern France, or, you know, Greece, or wherever it is. Like, did I make the right choice? I don't know. And so the piece of synthetic happiness is not as present in the nomadic lifestyle as it would be in normal lives. Now you can do things. You want to sit in the front? You can do things to increase synthetic happiness by, especially I practiced this more when I was in the last winter I spent in Canada, and I was driving a school bus. I friggin' hated it, but I found ways to be happy with it, and that includes, like, how do you make your commute more joyful? How do you make this job you hate more joyful? Like, those are relatively simple things to do once you've discovered that you can take as much excitement from moments that you have as you want. But this is like, we're done. I'm like off on another. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you're interested in how to make your morning routine more joyful and engage, you know, this piece that we've talked about, bringing in happiness in situations where there wouldn't normally be happiness, check out the link below and we will send you more information about that.
Subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Thanks, Alex. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.